Okay, so pardon me, like, while I'm a little bit irritated because I cannot seem to get this thing to be straight on me. That's okay. It's a perfectly imperfect time. But the lights are low, the mood is low because I've come to some realizations, as a lot of us have today. I know there's two camps. Camp one being the camp who's super excited about the new technology that just come out and what it means for all of these industries and healthcare and just overall value that AI or these agentic AI LLMs can provide for us as a species. And then the camp who just, watching the Chat GPT 5.0 release or 5 release, it felt a lot like they were just like dropping Molotov cocktails on like thousands of people and making them irrelevant. And I hate to, relate it to violence or go paint such a graphic image in people's heads, but yeah. As someone who's in truck driving, and I would say that I'm a little more versed and educated with this space than a lot of people who do what I do. But, for what I see in there, data scientist and data analyst gone. I was actually planning on going back to school to become a data scientist. And, the people over and over were saying that yes, AI will change what they do, but they'll never be able to take away the elements of delivering that information. Now, of course, there's always going to be a certain preference or benefit to having someone who can not only take past and present information and make meaningful and pleasant to look at visuals, but who can also deliver that information. Well, with as good as ChatGPT specifically is getting at being able to teach you and monitor its tone and then be more human-like, as well as your ability as a coder to basically just type in a prompt and then it'll give you these, at minimum, what a couple years ago was just fantastic visuals. So from what I've seen, data scientists axed, data analysts axed, graphic designers, they've been axed, but like what was left axed. A lot of these, STEM field related things where people spent very real time and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars getting these educations so that they can set themselves aside and, be the person that they always dreamed of being, and now it's just gone. But to take a step back, I'm going to have a certain amount of humility here. I'm a truck driver. I don't use it in my day-to-day, at least for work, but I do use it very frequently, personally and for the work, to build myself up so that I can do a different type of work and be more remote and stuff of that nature. So I am not a coder, I'm not a designer, I'm not any of these things. So maybe it's really easy for me to be afraid because, I don't know. I don't know what it's like to use ChatGPT 5.0 to create a piece of software or to code or to, not only build out but distribute or deliver and then have people interact with the platform. I don't know how much, because I hear that a lot of these platforms, especially ChatGPT, they can get you 85, maybe 90% of the way there, but then you have to be a coder, and not only a coder, but a coder who understands all of the different principles and understands the nuances of coding to be able to deliver that final product that you need. Whether or not that's front end or back end, I'm not exactly sure, but that's what I've heard. So, I didn't want to make a video about it because I'm sure there's going to be hundreds, if not thousands, and there probably already is hundreds of thousands of people who have made some video with the title, "This changes everything. This is crazy. What are we going to do? Like, how are we going to exist? How are we going to survive?" Fireworks and all this fear mongering and stuff. And I don't want to be that person because I'm not an expert on this subject, but this is a struggle that we're all in. You know, with the economy being down and the tariffs reaping havoc on a lot of people's income right now. It's it kind of feels like we're outside of the bar, laying down in the alley, and we've already been beat up. Okay, that's we've already been beat up. We're already laying there, and everybody's walking by, nobody cares. But then some random guy out of nowhere, some big, strong, has been training his whole life for this moment, guy runs up and just kicks you like directly in the teeth. That's at least the way it feels for me. So I know that vlogs like this, to where it's like all crappy and all over the place, and I'm not really providing value, probably won't get a lot of traction. But for right now, for me at least, it's just about making sure that I post every single day. Because yeah, it's every day, bro. Like Jake Paul said. That was trash. Probably should clip it, but I won't. You're gonna see me be unapologetic with me. I feel like my energy needs to lift up here soon, because every day I'm like, I'm sad, I feel bad, all this other stuff, and then it's like, okay, does this guy always just have problems? Well, the answer to that is, if I don't always have problems, it's just the people that I was unfortunately born into this world to, they have problems, and some of them I can avoid their problems, but others of them have such massive problems that can't really avoid that shit, huh? But that is okay. We're getting in our reps. We're posting every day. We're doing exactly what he said. Make the video, post the video, pay attention, okay? And maybe sometimes you'll see me just be in the same jibber-jabbering, crappy lighting, not knowing what he's talking about ass videos. And then there are going to be other days where hopefully you're like, okay, he gets the picture. I'm entertained right now. You're no longer asking, why am I here? But you're asking, like, when is he posting his next video? So, we'll see. It's all theory at this point. But, if anybody is curious, if anybody is curious about maybe not only what does Chat GPT 5.0 mean for you, or how you can protect yourself or help your children protect themselves against it, there's a video by, you guessed it, the Diary of a CEO, because it seems like that's all I talk about on this podcast, or this channel. It's a Diary of a CEO, and I believe it's something along the lines of top AI experts have a conversation about what it means for the future. I don't think that's the exact title, but I'm sure if you type something in like that, because the video was so popular, you'll find it. You'll see Steve Bartlett, a bunch of other people who aren't that familiar to most of us, but maybe familiar to you depending on what your space is. It has the little angry robot in the middle. What's the future of AI? All that stuff. If you watch that, they give really solid and easy to comprehend advice of surefire, not speculative. So not, I don't know if that's going to work, but if you do what at least the biologist, I believe he is, talked about in that video, you'll be good. Which the things that he was talking about that really stuck with me is to always be prototyping, to be a generalist, self-starter, and there's like a couple other things. But by generalist he means someone who understands enough about everything to be able to survive, always prototyping, also to be super adaptable. So have basically, like, in some way or another, you need to be able to drop down in the rainforest butt-ass naked, and you need to be able to come out of that rainforest with 10 extra pounds and like the 10 extra pounds and the skin of a much larger animal than you would think you'd be able to take on. Okay, you need to be able to not only survive but thrive in just seriously unideal situations. Okay, go ahead and watch that video. If I can figure it out and if I remember, I'll post it down in the link below. If you want to see more content like this, to where you're going to see me grow over time and be able to get my, maybe get my training wheels on, knock those off, and then be able to ride the bike full-fledged, and then hopefully get to a point where you guys can't wait to see my videos. Make sure to like if you think it was good. Make sure to dislike if you think I sucked. I've gotten 1 dislike so far, and ouch. And if you want to see somebody who's just like you, who's taking themselves from a situation that's seemingly not good and trying to put them into another situation that's better, especially during a time where everything is question mark and what even and why even and how is it going to all go down and are we going to be okay? Is everyone going to be in war? And just all these questions. This is my journey. This is my struggle. And I'm just here to document that the whole way. At least right now, being a vlogger or a YouTuber is not really my career path. I just want to find my way like everyone else, get my nut through self-education, lifelong learning, learning how to learn as someone who did not prioritize education in the lower years of my life. So, yes. And the promise is that I will try to do better every time, and I will try to always make sure that you guys get free value from my conversations. If you can handle the rambling and if you can handle the lack of experience. So, thank you for that. Peace.